Right, welcome to my first ever little vlog. We are showing tomorrow, so I still need to band Angus's mane down and put him tack, but he's already been bathed. Right, I've got my little box of supplies. I'll show you what we're working with basically, but his mane is a mess all the time. And yeah, luckily the show is at my yard, so it's much easier than trying to get him ready and go out to the box somewhere. Right, so this is what it's looking like so far. Sorry for the noise of the tractor. I think I'm going to try and get either 11 or 13 so that I can make this one, and make it an even number. I did 11. Look how pretty he is. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I measure his mane out and then I make I put a little band where each, how big each section needs to be, and it makes it so much quicker and easier. And I've just flipped them all inside out so that they stay better. Okay, right, the light is on, so that is blinding me. But I've just trimmed Angus, his feathers and his bridle path and everything. And now he's got his stars rug on. And I've just finished cleaning all my tack. It's 10 to 9. And yeah, that's us done for today. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, right, it's show day. Angus is there. He looks fairly clean so far. I obviously can't really see him, but I've got work first, so I've got to do jobs and look out and stuff on the main yard before I can get anything done with Angus. I've not vlogged in a while, but I've finished the yard now. And then I came down here to see how Angus was doing. My mum's already potted him up. He was covered in poo, so we had to give him a little wash. But he's looking all handsome now. I've just sprayed some chalk onto his legs as well, so I need to wipe that off when he dries. He's back in the stable now, so he's all ready pretty much. So I'm gonna go in and get ready now. Yeah. It's 9 o'clock I think, and the show starts at 10. I'm with the 4th class in. I've got the June equitation first, and then the reading coloureds, and then a working contest. Right, so I'm running late as usual. Don't have my AirPods either. Now I can't get a microphone for them, but my jobkers were covered in stains, so I've had to put on my mum's. See these ones? They're my weird socks. But I think it'll be alright because I always get on way too early anyway, so we'll be fine. Okay, right, so I was late and then I rushed and now we're early. So this is our equitation. I'm going to keep the whole show in but just speed parts up because it's too long otherwise. In the go round he was really strong, but it wasn't videoed. But then in the show he calmed down a lot and he was so much better. Still, obviously, it wasn't our best show in the world, but super pleased with how he went, how he calmed down after being so strong. I think it's just because we're out to practice really though, but we got a second though, still very happy with that. And now we're on to the go around in the coloureds. A bit tense in this, but I mean it was better than being strong how he was in the equitation. And then here's our extension. I was pretty happy with that at the time, but now looking back it's well slower than I thought it was. And then here's our show. Obviously only parts of it sped up, but he's much more calm again than earlier. But we had to wait around so long for this because I got on too early again and there was more in the classes than I thought there was going to be, so it just ended up taking much more time. But he doesn't get wound up if we're waiting too long, which is really good. And then we're coming onto this canter. He was speeding up a little bit towards the end of it because he knew that the extension was coming next. We didn't extend as much as we did on the first time because I just wanted to make sure that I would be able to bring him back there nicely, and he came back so good at the end, so I'm really pleased with that. But I could have pushed on a little bit more probably. And then open salute, and we actually won this one, which I'm really happy about. He's looking so nice in that lap of honour, which is really nice to look at. And then here's our working hunter. He's going so much better than he used to in the working hunter, which is amazing. Obviously it's only small because it's just our height class to qualify for stars, so it's only 60 centimetres at riding club, but then it's 70 at stars. We get a bit of a wobble into this. I do hit him behind my leg, and then he goes, which I'm happy about, because at least he's not being naughty. He was just a bit nervous and whatever. For that, I didn't know, I was going to try and bring him back to change the cantilever, but then he just slowed down a lot, and then we got like the turn, so I was happy just to keep on going with that. We got the strides really nice for that one, so I was happy about that. And then obviously we're a bit too zoomed in to see this jump, so I added in another video of it from another angle. And I thought I was gonna like get marked down a little bit for going too fast, but looking back at this, it wasn't too fast. Parts of it have been a bit speedy, but he's forwards and he's going, which, you know, is the main thing. And we landed on the correct lead for that as well, which is really good. And he looks so good at the end of this. He's looking so good at the minute. And then I'll show he's very tense in this because he's obviously just jumped, so he's really riled up and wants to go again. But he stays contained, which I'm happy about. For this, obviously, I went really far down. I couldn't find a way through to do my show because obviously you don't want to be going too far away from your judge, but I couldn't find a way in. Parts of that are nice in that bit. He just obviously goes a bit tense after that, but the knees, oh my god, I love it. But it's just obviously trying to not get it tense and wanting to keep it like sensible and calm. And salute. I just stared at the camera then. And we won this as well, which I'm so happy about. It's really good after a few years of not really doing that well in the jumping. I'm really happy that he's come back so nicely this year. Okay, it's the day after now. Angus was so good yesterday, but I couldn't vlog in between really because there was just so much going on and it was so hot. I was literally dying. But he was really good. He was a bit strong in the equitation thing just because we're out of practice. And then the riding coloureds was alright. It wasn't our best show, but I mean it was better than the equitation. And then I mean it was so good in the working hunter. It was obviously a little bit tense in the show because he gets like really wound up because obviously he's just jumped, so he's like yippee. But yeah, I think that'll be it. Thanks for watching. This is like, it's not my first vlog, but it's the first time I've actually like spoken to the camera. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take Layla to the pond for a swim. It's boiling today. So yeah, thanks for watching.